All of the action for the harness happens here at the back of the top, so I'm going to go ahead and unzip it and flatten it out so you can see what's going on a little bit better. And here's the inside of the top. These off-white strips on each side are what help to stabilize the wings against my back. I have one strip on each side of the top because the base of my wings has 2 prongs, so I need one strip of fabric for each prong. The strip is just made from some cotton muslin fabric that I happen to have in my scrap pile, and I sewed it into a tube so that it would be double layered for strength. It's also important that the fabric you choose for your strip is non-stretch so that your wings don't bounce around more than necessary. To attach the strip to the top, I hand stitched it to this white lining. I just made a few little rows of these X-shaped stitches, with the last one here hitting as close to the edge of the zipper as possible. It's important that you attach this strip as close to the top edge of your top as possible, both for stability when anchoring your wings and for ease of access when putting on or taking off the wings. This chunk of fabric here acts as a grip and pull tab, which will make attaching the wings easier for whoever is helping you. There are also 2 sets of large heavy-duty snaps on each of the strips that are hand sewn on. To figure out the placement of the snaps themselves, I just inserted the wings inside of my top when I wasn't wearing it, like so. And they're still a little bit visible. I made teeny tiny faint pencil marks where the edges of the wings hit. That little line corresponds with the edge of the snaps that are closest to the center of my back. And you can see another pencil line right there where I signified where they needed to end. To determine the distance apart that the male end of the snaps needed to be from the female end of the snaps, I multiplied the width of one prong by 2. So this space here is double the size of one prong. That is because when we are actually attaching the wings to the top, this will be folded over and around one of the prongs. The snaps meet at the edge, and you are left with the distance of just one prong here. To actually attach the wings to the top, this is where I need a friend's help. When I'm wearing the top, we unzip it partially and slide the wings down my back. I usually have my arms reaching behind me and holding one or both of these bottom sections of the wings just to help stabilize them while the other person puts them on. The person helping me then takes the right side strip of fabric, brings it around into the middle of my back, and wraps it around the right prong. And snaps it in place. This is where this pole comes in handy because when it's actually on my body, it does get quite tight. So they just kind of yank this to bring the strip around the prong and then tuck it in like that, and nobody knows it's there. The same thing is repeated with the left strip of fabric around the left prong of the wings. So from the outside, you are left with something that looks like this. And from the inside, it looks like this. You can see how the snaps on each side meet extremely close to the edge of the prongs. This makes the wings very stable so that they move around as little as possible while you're wearing them. You can also see the zipper right through the center of the 2 prongs, which is a good sign that your wings will be centered on your back. And finally, we have the pull tabs on each side that will just be tucked inside of your top.